The Lakers' up and down season continues following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Trade rumors are continuing to increase as new players are starting to emerge as potential trade candidates for the Los Angeles Lakers. But before we get into that, most people watching this video aren't subscribed, so make sure you subscribe to that video and let's get into it. Over the last few weeks, Dejounte Murray's name has been the likely candidate for the Lakers to pursue by the trade deadline on February 8th. However, lately, the rumors have been spreading that the Nets trio of Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Royce O'Neal could possibly be a factor as potential candidates for the Lakers to look at to add depth to this roster. Dorian Finney-Smith and Royce O'Neal will be good upgrades for the Lakers just due to the fact that they're 3-and-D wings who can guard multiple positions, but they're more consistent perimeter shooters than the Cam Reddish and Taurean Princes of the world. Dorian Finney-Smith has also played in some big playoff games last season, which is good for this team with the Lakers, who are not only vying to get out of the play-in, but clearly still make a push at a title or potentially just representing the West this season. Now, as much as I've loved Cam Reddish from the perimeter defensive side of the ball, he is clearly not the consistent jump shooter from the three that the Lakers need to be effective. And Taurean Prince, he is also inconsistent at times as well. So with some consistent perimeter shooting with good defense, it opens up the floor a lot for players like Anthony Davis and LeBron James, which will really help this Lakers team as a whole because defenses will start to play the Lakers a little bit more honest when you have wings who can actually shoot the three at a consistent clip. Due to teams not really respecting the perimeter shooting of guys like Jared Vanderbilt and Cam Reddish, it makes the Lakers at times easy to guard because you can really help out on Anthony Davis. You can really help out on LeBron James just because you're going to allow those players to take as many threes as they want, because if they beat you on threes, then you would tip your hat off to those players because that's not what they do on a consistent night. The addition of Spencer Dinwiddie would be interesting because, one, he would alleviate some of the stress on LeBron and AD because defenses would respect him for his offensive game. Now, I don't think he is a clear upgrade from the defensive standpoint. However, he would be an upgrade from an Austin Reaves. And that's when this thing gets really interesting because Rob Pelinka would have to make the decision whether to keep D'Angelo Russell or Austin Reaves. And I do feel like over the last few games, it has been really hard to take away D'Angelo Russell from this Lakers team. I mean, the scoring output that he's been on and the ability to not only score and play make, it's been invaluable to this Lakers team as of late. And Reaves has shown to be a bit of a liability from the perimeter. And if he's not scoring at times, his value on the court does get lost because he's not a great defender. I think trying to keep D'Lo, Reaves, and Dinwiddie on the same court can already show signs of a bit of a continuity problem because there's already been stories about how players such as D'Lo and Reaves felt like they couldn't get into rhythms because if they missed shots, Darvin Ham would take them out. With the addition of Spencer Dinwiddie, I don't see how all three of those players are going to be able to coexist because those positions would probably be predicated on who has a hot hand. And so I could easily see one of those guards becoming disgruntled throughout the season. So if you're going to make a trade, I think D'Lo or Austin would have to go in order to bring in Spencer Dinwiddie. And quite frankly, I don't believe Spencer Dinwiddie is worth giving up D'Lo for. So the odd man out in this entire thing is Austin Reaves, and I'm not truly sure that Austin Reaves is a guy that Rob Pelinka actually wants to lose. Now, these players would all provide some level of value for this Lakers team and honestly could help the Lakers find themselves out of the play-in and into a playoff. They're only 4 games out from the 6th seed. However, the biggest mystery to me in all of this is although the Lakers could make these trades, there also needs to be some level of accountability to Coach Darvin Ham. Obviously, maybe personnel is an issue. But some of the coaching practices as of late for this Lakers team have been honestly questionable. The Lakers pick and roll defense has been subpar as of late. The effort on transition hasn't been great. And there are some basic reads from the defensive standpoint that clearly Darvin Ham and the Lakers are not on the same page about. So although the Lakers are looking to make trades and bring in people such as the Dejounte Murrays or this trio with the Nets, there still is a mystery if Darvin Ham is the guy needed to get the job done. Obviously, you've seen the Milwaukee Bucks were aggressive in looking for another coach if they felt like that was what they needed to do. And I'm not saying Darvin Ham should be fired, but there does need to be some pressure applied for the way the Lakers have been this season. They have been inconsistent for a majority of the year. And although they won this in-season tournament, that amounts to nowhere close to a championship ring. So this Lakers team has a lot of question marks, and trades are cool. However, there does need to be some sort of accountability when looking at the coaching. Nonetheless, if Darvin Ham was able to get his hands on this trio of players and find a way to make it all coexist, this Lakers team could find themselves out of the play-in. Now, the ceiling, I can't say for now because the Lakers have been pretty inconsistent on a given night. I think LeBron clearly said it best post-game against the Hawks. They're good enough to beat any team in the NBA on a given night, but they're also good enough to lose to any NBA team on a given night. So the identity of this Lakers team is still being figured out. And obviously some new faces are going to be brought into the mix and hope to bring a spark to this Lakers team. However, the ceiling right now for this Lakers team is at an all-time mystery because we don't really know who they are on a given night. And you can clearly see frustrations are starting to boil over. There's been a bunch of locker room news and drama that is circulated throughout this season. Obviously, LeBron's cryptic hourglass sands going out emoji tweet that recently was just posted saying that there is definitely something coming to this Lakers team soon. So whoever or how many ever players that might be, we hope that Darvin Ham and staff can put together a good game plan to get the most out of this Lakers roster. And with that being said, we'll be covering everything trade rumors and Lakers news here at Lakers Digest. I'm JayRob. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out of here. Peace.